Allah'ın gazabından kurtulamayacaksınız. Hepinizi saygıyla selamlıyorum.
It's because Nnamdi Kanu was captured. They are not able to capture the terrorists, and they don't want to capture them.
But you said they know them. They know them. They're not faceless. You said they're in the government.
From what? From the scenario I established. You don't believe that nobody knows them? From the scenario I presented on this program. You believe that nobody in government knows the terrorists, and they reach to them, and they can beat chest that I will get the girls or the students released?
So now what
I think the government should look inward and be serious.
So how do you want how serious do you want that to be? Because with all we've been seeing, they've been making moves.
It is their own people that are using the terrorists for political reasons.
We have the president, we have the National Assembly, and of course the judiciary. And for now, since yesterday, I see the National Assembly coming up with different.
Are they waking up? Are they waking up from sleep?
Look at the submission.
Is there complacency that led to this? Are they just waking up from sleep? Is there complacency? Because they became an apron of the presidency. All of them, the judiciary and the National Assembly, nobody. Now, I dare the judiciary to rule against Wike in PDP crisis.
Now, many Nigerians are talking about it, comparing what the terrorists are doing and, of course, what the sentence granted to the IPOP leader, Nnamdi Kanu, which he was moved to Sokoto. That Nnamdi Kanu cannot be compared to what terrorists have been doing to Nigerians over the years, the loss of life over 1,000 people. Look at Chibok. On Monday or Tuesday, I covered this event, and Chibok, another fresh attack in Chibok since first day of the year till date.
It's because Nnamdi Kanu was captured. They are not able to capture the terrorists, and they don't want to capture them.
But you said they know them. They know them. They're not faceless. You said they're in the government.
From what? From the scenario I established. You don't believe that nobody knows them? From the scenario I presented on this program. You believe that nobody in government knows the terrorists, and they reach to them, and they can beat chest that I will get the girls or the students released?
So now what
I think the government should look inward and be serious.
So how serious do you want that to be? Because with all we've been seeing, they've been making moves.
It is their own people that are using the terrorists for political reasons. And they know that.
An Egyptian television news program says that Turkey is clearly a terrorist state with a broad reach. It reports that Turkey is supplying weapons to the terrorist group Boko Haram in Nigeria. 10 TV host Nashat al-Delhi reported on a leak confirming an intercepted phone call from a few years back confirming the action. He reported in part, today's leak confirms without a doubt that Erdogan, his state, his government, and his party are transferring weapons from Turkey to, this is a shock, to where you may ask, to Nigeria. And to whom? To the Boko Haram organization. Well, Raymond Ibrahim, a journalism fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center and an expert on the Middle East and Islam, joins us now with more on this. Welcome, Raymond.
Hello, Heather.
Are you surprised by this report? What's your take on it?
No, I'm not surprised. And my take on it is that the actual tape that was made that you referenced and you quoted was made apparently in 2014 or 15. And it was reported widely in certain areas in the U.S. and in the West, not so much, and not much came out of it. And the reason, I think, is because Erdogan wasn't didn't have his fingers so much in Islamist politics outside of his own nation. But now that we've seen, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the ISIS Islamic State caliph who was killed recently, and he was found just 3 miles from the Turkish border, which is in fact one of the last, or if not the last bastion of jihadi so-called freedom fighters of attacking the Syrian government. It's brought it up again, the fact that everyone is saying, well, look, he's supporting ISIS. So now we're remembering, and that was, I think, the point of the Egyptian show. We're bringing back to see that there's some continuity here. It's not just right next door to Syria, to Turkey, meaning Syria. He's involved with some of the absolute worst Islamic terror groups. Remember, Boko Haram, which its name loosely means Western education is forbidden, haram, was basically doing what ISIS is notorious for years before ISIS. So the whole, head chopping, crucifying, massacres, enslaving women and children, burning people alive, Boko Haram was doing that. And one of the things that international observers have been noticing, especially increasingly, is that their armaments, their weapons, are very sophisticated.